Hi, Mom.
Hi, Gwen.
You said we're in
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Baruchim habayim. We can end the music now. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you. Baruchim habayim. Blessed are all of you who have come here today. First, we begin with a blessing. Mi'atir alakol, mi baruch alakol, mi gadol alakol, mi gadol alakol. Hu yivarech echatan, hu yivarech echatan, im hakala. May the one who is supreme in power and blessing and glory bless this chatan, this groom, Gregory, and this lovely kala, this bride, Terry. You may all be seated. Well, Terry, Gregory, family and friends, shalom. Shalom to you all. Welcome. I'm honored to be here this afternoon to officiate at your wedding ceremony here at the Water Club, where the view is amazing. The weather held out. It's all been beautiful. So, I've come to know you two a bit. You came to my Seder at the Knickerbocker restaurant, cafe, and you came to Yom Kippur services at the bitter end. We emailed a lot, right? And so you've been to two of my best gigs already. So that's right. So here's a couple of things I know about you. Gregory, I know that you're the Assistant Business Administrator for Jersey City. You're also a composer. That's amazing. Music was beautiful. And we have that in common, the Jersey City thing, because I grew up there. So it's funny that, that's right, Hudson County. And yes, I did. When I went, it was a state college, and then now it's a university. But wait long enough, it'll be Ivy League. So, and Terry, I know that you are the Senior Director of Labor Relations for Mount Sinai. Yes? It says a lot about the two of you. You both care. You work hard for the communities in which you serve. And I want to keep what I wanted to say very short for a number of reasons. But here's the thing: since you did come to the Yom Kippur service that I did, I think what I shared with everybody was the importance in the Jewish tradition of words, the significance of words, and how they can be so hurtful. In fact, in the Jewish tradition, we have a book of Talmud that's dedicated just to the idea of vows and how if you violate words and vows, it's very serious. So what I wanted to share with the both of you is this. You know how in a relationship, sometimes we have a tendency to, when things are not going so great, we have a tendency to want to say things to hurt each other. We do sometimes. So here's what I want to share with the two of you. If that ever happens, and I'm not saying it ever does, I want you to think about it and don't say it. Do you hear me? I mean it. Because you two, you're not kids. You've been around the block. There's very little well, like I have. and it's easy to think that you know it all. But I can tell you that I work on it all the time. It's hard. Just be careful about what you say. Be kind, be sweet, be nice to each other, and that'll save you a lot of therapy. So, and also the last thing I'll say is remember that life moves very quickly. It does. And so don't take anything for granted. Look around at these people here that love you. They love you. They're all here for you. They're here on this beautiful occasion. Remember it. Don't take it for granted. Now, let's everybody, we're going to join in a prayer of thanksgiving. You ready? Repeat after me. Baruch.
Baruch.
Atah.
Atah.
Adonai. Eloheinu.
Eloheinu.
Melech.
Melech.
Can I get a little more? Melech.
Melech.
That's so good. Ha'olam.
Ha'olam.
Shehecheyanu. V'ki yamanu. V'hi giyanu. Lazman. Hazeh. Beautiful. Blessed are you, Lord our God, for creating us, for sustaining us, and for allowing us to reach this beautiful occasion. All right, so Terry and Gregory are standing beneath a chuppah, a wedding canopy. And the chuppah represents the promise of the home that they will create together. The significance of the chuppah really comes from the Old Testament. Abraham and Sarah had a tent that was open on all sides to be welcoming to visitors, people that would come by. And so, of course, the symbolism is we have this chuppah. And typically what the traditional chuppah is made of, this is a prayer shawl. This is a talit. Now, the beauty of the talit is not in the material. This is actually the blessing that you say before you put on the talit. But the significance of the talit is not the material. It's these fringes on the four corners, which are beautiful. They all hang down. The four corners literally means symbolic of the world, the universe, all the directions. And it's derivative of, in the Old Testament, it said you should wear these fringes on your garments, and when you look at them, you'll remember the commandments. And that's why the talit is so significant. Also, this one is made by Terry's it's made using Terry's stepdad's Lenny's talit, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Lenny, where is this? Lenny?
Thank you.
Right. You've had this since your bar mitzvah? Is that right? Ah! So it's about 15, 16 years old, I guess, right? Give or take. All right, so we're going to now, we're going to start officially with a little wine. All right, you going to hold that? Right. And let us start by saying, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Everybody say amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. And now I'm going to do a blessing beneath the chuppah. Okay? Baruch atah Adonai, mikadesh amo yadei chuppah v'kiddushin. Everybody say amen.
Amen.
We praise you, O God, who sanctifies your children by the holy covenant of marriage beneath this chuppah. Okay? So give Terry a little sip. Ready to take a sip. Lovely. Is there any symbolism to this?
Yes, yes.
What?
It's also my mother-in-law.
Oh, it's your Kiddush cup. It's beautiful. See? We have a lot of traditions, and we like to keep handing them down, and they're beautiful. They are. All right, so now we're going to continue with the vows. All right, why don't you take one more step in so you're really officially on. I like that. There we go. So why don't you face each other? We're going to do the wedding vows. Terry and Gregory, have you come here fully and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage? If so, answer, we have.
Yeah.
Will you love and honor each other as husband and wife for the rest of your lives? If so, answer, we will.
You will.
Since it's your intention to enter into this marriage, declare your consent before God. Gregory, do you take Terry to be your wife? You promise to be true to her in good times and bad, in sickness and health, to love her and honor her all the days of your life. If so, answer, I do. And do you, Terry, take Gregory to be your husband? Do you promise to be true to him in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love him and to honor him all the days of your life? We've now witnessed your exchange of vows, and now the wedding rings are regarded as fitting symbols of marriage, for they're fashioned to have neither beginning nor end. The wedding rings are outward and visible symbols of your inner spiritual bond. So, where's Dan? Hey, you got the rings? Excellent. Thank you, sir. All right. You're going to go first. Great. This is Sarah's ring finger. Photo up. Good. Now hold it, and take a finger, and repeat. Take both of your hands and do that better. That's good. Now look into Terry's eyes and repeat after me. Hare
Hare.
at
At.
mikudeshet
Mikudeshet.
li bata
Bata.
ba'at
Ba'at.
zo lefi
Lafi.
haminhag.
Hamihag.
Be consecrated to me
Consecrated to me
as my wife,
as my wife,
according to ancient customs.
according to ancient customs.
Gregory's ring finger. Hare ata mikudash li bata ba'at zo lefi haminhag. Be consecrated to me as my husband, according to ancient customs. All right. so now we're going to come to the signing of the ketubah. I understand we have a little background music while we do this. Let me explain the symbolism of the ketubah. The ketubah is an ancient wedding contract. It was the origin of the text goes back prior to the Common Era, and it was designed at a time when women had no rights. It was designed at a time to give a woman protection and care, something that was not guaranteed back then. So we're very progressive, millennia ago. And this language is beautiful. I'll read a little bit of what it says. It says, on this day we pledge to honor our vibrant love, to nurture and protect it, our lives enriched by our unique traditions and faiths will embody trust, constancy, and compromise. And then it will be signed by the two of them, two witnesses, and by me. All right. Now I have a little ritual. If you agree to the term, I should just explain that the language of this ketubah it's symbolic. It's not the traditional language. The traditional language read like a contract. It had an amount of money that Greg would pay for Terry. We're not going to get into that.
You didn't arrange it.
No. But just so you understand, traditional Jews, conservative included, if they choose to, use that language today. So, but we have a whole other, this is a new world, 2018. So this language is more reflective of the two of you. Okay. So with that being said, I'd like to call the witnesses to come forward, and we will sign it right now. Actually, let's get the bride and groom right here we've signed the license, but before I sign, I always like that. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. We're all kosher, as we say now. We continue. So in both traditions, both of our traditions, 7 is a significant number. It's a number that represents wholeness or completeness. According to the Bible, the physical world, of course, was created in 6 days, and on the 7th day, God created rest and peace. Well, in the Jewish wedding tradition, brides and grooms are blessed with Sheva brachot, 7 blessings, 7 nuptial blessings. The source of this custom is the week of festive dinners that followed Jacob and Leah's wedding. And these blessings thank God for creating the world, for creating humankind, peace and harmony, and of course the joy that you two are experiencing. So this is one version of these blessings. Normally they're all done in Hebrew. I've just got a little Hebrew, they're mostly in English. I would ask you all to respond with Amen when I cue you. Here we go. So let's do the Borei Pri Agafen first. Terry, you hold it this time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei Pri Agafen. Everybody say Amen.
Amen.
Okay. All right, so you're going to hold it. We're not going to drink yet. That's blessing number 1. Cherished be the earth, the provider of all things. Blessing number 2. May you be generous and giving with each other.
Amen.
May you respect the diversity of humankind.
Amen.
May your sense of humor, you have a sense of humor, right? No, okay. And playful spirit always continue to enliven your relationship.
Amen.
May you act with compassion to those less fortunate and with responsibility to the communities of which you are a part.
Amen.
May you appreciate and compliment each other's differences. Oh, sorry.
Amen.
You're like musicians, you have to cue everybody. Last one is a little Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Elohim melech haolam asher bara sason v'simcha chatan v'kala. Repeat after me, everybody. Gila,
Gila,
Rina,
Rina,
Ditza,
Ditza,
v'chedva,
Enva,
Ahava,
Ahava,
v'achava,
Yahava,
v'shalom,
Shalom,
v'reut.
Yud.
You're now all members of my congregation. Praise be the sounds of joy and happiness, love and companionship, peace and friendship, the voice of the groom and the voice of the bride, the happy shouts of their friends and companions. We praise you, Lord our God, who brings the bride and the groom together to rejoice in each other. Give Gregory a sip. Okay. Now I get to offer you the blessing from the Old Testament. This is the blessing that Aaron gave to his sons, ultimately to the children of Israel. It goes like this. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May the Lord cause his countenance to shine upon you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May the Lord fill you both with light, and joy, and love, and all good things. Let's all join together and say Amen.
Amen.
Well, so now that you have Gregory and Terry, now that you've spoken the words that perform the rites that unite your lives, I do hereby, in conformity with your beliefs and the laws of the state, declare your marriage to be valid and binding, and I now declare you, Terry and Gregory, husband and wife. No kissing yet. One thing more. Before we're really official, we must have the breaking of the glass. Now, some of you might be interested in knowing the significance of the breaking of the glass. May I see hands? Who would be interested in knowing? Very nice. 3 of you. All right. Well, here's the thing. In the Jewish tradition, you know, there were 2 ancient temples that were destroyed. And what happened was that in our dogma, in our theology, traditional Jews believe the temple will be rebuilt. You know, that's the traditional theology. So the idea is that a glass is broken, even at times of great joy, to remember we're still a little bit broken. We're still a little bit broken because of the destruction of the temples. but I don't like that explanation. I have a better one. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Thank you. He's a good straight man. I like it. The glass shards will dispel any evil spirits lurking. What do you think? You like that better? That's not it. I'm gonna, here's the real explanation. And it's this. Gregory, put your foot down on this glass. It's the last time you put your foot down in this family. That was pretty good, right? All right. So I'm going to put this down. All right, here's it's going to work.
Which foot?
Are you a lefty or a righty? I don't know.
I have a left foot.
So you do your left foot. Okay, you use your heel. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. You're going to break the glass. We're all going to say Mazel Tov. Let me hear it.
Mazel tov.
Very good. It'll be louder. Say Mazel Tov. It'll be a big kiss. The music will start, right? And then a recessional.
Very good.
Is that good?
Who's first down the?
Okay. Well, you will be.
Where's
You
Joanne?
two will be first. Okay. All right. So let's get on with business. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
Wait till I get my hand out of the way.
It's a long time coming.
All right. Here. Right. I want you to
It's a long
aim
time coming.
right there. It's what I want you to aim.
I don't know. Here we go.
All right.